And we are rolling on August 15, 2015 at UCLA. August 17th? 2017, where it's a beautiful day in Los Angeles. The sunshine is shining. There are no princesses outside running around. And we're about to hear from Teresa, who's standing in the power stance, whose feet should be just a little wider apart, so she's like a tripod. She's going to lock her knees a little bit so she does not sway. She looks around the room and says to herself, silently to herself as she looks around, I respect my audience. She finds friendly eyes near the... Can you close those two computers? She finds friendly eyes. Thank you so much. She finds friendly eyes near the front and the center. Say your name. Feel the love. Start your speech.
Hi everyone, my name is Teresa.
Hi, Teresa.
Respect is a two-way street, and I believe that when you give respect to someone, that person will eventually feel the respect. Today I'm here to share with you my results from the I Respect You experiment and how the mantra turned an ugly story into a good story. So I work at a pharmacy as a technician, and the ugly story began when a patient handed me a prescription. I said, I respect you in my head, and before I realized her prescription was dated wrong, she walked away. So after about 15 minutes, she walked back, and I explained to her that we could not fill her prescription because the date was wrong. And she got very angry and even started yelling at me. After about 5 minutes of dispute, she finally left her pharmacy and went back to her doctor's office. About an hour later, she comes back with a new prescription. I said, I respect you again in my head, only this time her medication was out of stock. I looked at her and I thought to myself, what can I possibly do for this patient? I called another pharmacy, and luckily the pharmacy down the street was able to lend us a stock bottle. So I ran outside to stop her from leaving, and this is when the ugly story turned into a good story. As soon as I told her the news, she thanked me and apologized for her rude actions from earlier the day, and explained to me that she had been in pain all day, and she had been on a very tight schedule, and her daughter was waiting for her at school. As soon as I heard her side of the news, her side of the story, I realized that sometimes we can let out frustration in the wrong way, and that with respect, we can come to an understanding of each other's perspective. So in short, I learned from this experiment that we live in a very fast-paced world, and we sometimes forget that respect can reach very far into someone's life. And when we learn to be respectful of one another, we learn to be more sympathetic and understanding. So I'm here to encourage you to be kind, polite, and respect those around you, and the cycle begins with us.
Thank you very much. Okay, we started at this end, right, before? So let's start at, no, we didn't start at this end. So let's hear from this gentleman and tell us what you liked. Say your name and say what you liked in a nice, boomy speech voice.
Hi, I am Lee.
Hi, Lee.
First of all, for me, her pharmacy stories looks like me, because I'm also working at a pharmacy as an intern, like something like that.
Right.
So it kind of interesting to me.
So you liked the story because you could identify with it.
And also like how she develops her mind throughout the.
What?
How I like how she develops her mind.
Her mind?
How she developed her mind.
Her mind?
Yeah, like
How she developed her story?
yeah,
Is that what you
like
mean?
her thinking
Her thinking. You like her thinking. Okay.
throughout the.
Great. Okay, thank you, Lee. improvement.
I am Bo.
Hi, Bo.
Michigan, you guys more body language and tone.
Yes. We're looking for, in case you haven't figured out from the way I try to speak and the way I encourage you to speak, is not to be in a monotone, not to speak always the same level, always the same way, but to speak fast, slow, high, low. So you're interesting to listen to, so you emphasize certain words. And what Bo was getting at, was you're kind of a little bit the same. Right? So we'll want to work on that. Let me give you some feedback, Teresa. First off, start with positive. Really like your speech overall. I like the one story you told. I like the fact that you didn't wear white. You were a nice contrast with the white background. So we'll be able to see you tonight on YouTube. The first advice that I want to give you and everyone is when I give you a 7-part prompt or all the prompt areas, put them all in. So make sure you have an intro, a thesis, preview, the good, the bad, the ugly if you have it, and then sort of a summary conclusion and then a kind of a little tie back. I mean, you did have what I learned. And so you follow the prompt a little more closely. But you followed it fairly closely. But just have all the parts in. So, first off, you started with respect is a two-way street and how you turn it from the ugly into the good. I wish that you had sort of come back to something like the two-way street or something very vivid like that so we knew we were coming the full circle, okay? Secondly, I think it will help you to move a little bit. Remember we were saying to walk 3 times to the left on the bad, the good, the bad, the ugly. So that's, helps you loosen up and not be quite so tense. Like her doctor, like I said 2015, he wrote 2015. She was very angry at the whole world for not being perfect and working out. And what I didn't get was I wanted you to be more while the ugly was happening, I wanted you to make it clear to the audience that you were repeating the mantra and you weren't going down to her level, because some people just immediately react when someone gets nasty with them. They just go, well, screw you back, Well, that's when, when someone's putting nails in your hand, that's when you say, I forgive you, they know not what they do. You repeat that, I respect you, when they're nailing nails in your palms, right? That's what you do. So that's what I wanted more of. I like the fact, though, that repeating the mantra inspired you to do good and to go out and run after her and to find her and to, spread, goodness in the world. And she responded and appreciated. What I would have liked was to hear more of how you used it walking down the street, engaging in conversation with other people, when it was good, when you got an extra apple pie at McDonald's, when a waitress treated you particularly well, whatever happened that was good, and maybe something that was just bad, you were ignored. So a little more of your experience that you could share would be good. Other than that, you got smile more, be confident up there. You have a nice smile. Let's end on a positive note. I thought that you told one good story. I just wish we had 3, but you did a nice job with that one story. Continue repeating the mantra, I respect you, okay? Thank you. Okay, what's our time? Yeah, we have time for one more, I guess. You're volunteering, yes. Good. Okay. Oh, I say you gave me sort of a stream of consciousness about your thoughts about it, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
And this was
great.
the essay that
I love
we were
that.
supposed to do.
Okay, yeah. Okay, good. Now, let's just hear your speech. Okay, good. You're a little taller, so I'm going to have to adjust the camera. Yeah, that's okay. That's why God invented the zoom lens. Okay, good. Rock and roll, sir.
Well, the hardest part about having to
Start.
respect...
Whoa, let's do the drill. Okay. Lock and load your knees so you're not going to sway. You're already swaying a little bit. Okay, good. You're a nice contrast to the class. You're going to look around the room, making sure everyone's looking up. No one's got their computer open. No one's texting. You look around the room and you want all eyeballs on you, so you're managing attention. If someone is doing something contrary, you sort of pleasantly just clear your voice. And then you say to yourself as you look around and really mean it from your heart, I respect you. Find friendly eyes near the front and the center. Say your name, feel the love. Start your speech.
Hi, my name is Koricott.
Hi, Koricott.
Okay, well, the hardest part about having to respect everyone is that you have to respect everyone. Everyone comes from different backgrounds. We all have different ideas and opinions, and so we have different ideas about respect. For me, I believe that respect is something that you have to earn. So when you walk into the door, I don't just give you respect. I don't think you just deserve respect. That's just how it is for me. So when, well, we have different reactions about respect, so when I have to respect everyone, that's kind of hard for me. So having to respect everyone I got some good experiences, some bad experiences, but in the end, I think I learned from both. For my good experience,
I'm going to remind you to take a step to the right, 3 steps to the right, since you seem to be forgetting to walk. So take 3 steps off for the good.
For my good experience, well, when I show people with respect, well, usually I get ignored. But from the people that have to deal with me, like my coworkers, I was given that respect in kind when I showed them respect. But that's not the important part. The important part is that when I showed someone that I didn't know about respect, didn't know that I respected them, I was able to connect with them. Like a night janitor that works from 5 to 2. His name is Joe. Showing him respect, I was able to talk to him, learn that he liked basketball, and build a connection, a friendship with him. Something that I wouldn't have learned or wouldn't have done usually if I, say, just walked without thinking about showing him respect. So yeah, that was a good experience. I was able to connect with someone and learn something new about someone else. For the bad experiences...
5 steps to the left, please.
For the bad experiences, sometimes showing people respect can feel like you're trying to break a rock with an egg. It's not always easy to show someone you feel like you don't think deserves respect, like, say, a group of teenagers working with you over the summer, 14 to 16-year-olds, who are just talking, using their phones, and when you're trying to show them how they're supposed to do a certain task. So when I showed them respect, when I gave them some guidance, asked them about how their day was, maybe they'd respond, but then afterwards, maybe an hour afterwards or 15 minutes afterwards, they're going back to arguing with each other, using their phones, not showing proper workplace etiquette. I'd have to be a bit more patient with them, and so that was one of my worst experiences, having to show people respect. What I learned was that I learned about how propaganda, how religion, and how fake news worked. When you tell yourself that you have to respect others, that you constantly have to respect someone else, you begin to believe it. You begin to act like you respect everyone. You begin to live your life based on respecting everyone. So by doing so, you live with that mantra, and you say with that mantra, and then you start believing that you can respect everyone. And then
I summarize what you said. I've told you about the good, the bad, the ugly, and what I learned. And
the hardest
now I
part
want
about
to
having to respect everyone is that you do have to respect everyone, but by being able to respect everyone, that you are also learning about yourself. You're learning that this isn't what you usually do on a normal daily basis. You don't act like this on a normal daily basis. So when you have to respect someone, it is the hardest. It is harder when you have to respect everyone, but it's also the challenge that brings in the greatest insights, the greatest learning experiences.
Thank you. Linda. Hi, Linda. Feet wider than your shoulders.
Okay. I liked how your speech is very clear. I understood like the different parts, even the bad, and I liked the surprise at the end with what you learned. And I also liked the different perspective you brought to it. How it's not, easy, and it shouldn't really be easy to like respect everybody. But if you do it enough times, then it becomes sort of ingrained into your
Improvement. Here, yes, please.
The speech is pretty good.
Start with your name.
I'm Anya.
Hi, Anya.
The speech is pretty good and it's well organized. Maybe you are a little nervous. That's the only problem.
Yeah, the only problem. Okay, good. Well, Korka, let me talk to you about the speech a little bit. Okay. First off, you started with your understanding of respect that you've probably been taught by your parents or your society that you must earn respect. And you're absolutely right on one level and one definition of respect. Sure, that's true. But what I'm talking about is until someone throws a pie in your face, and then you have an opportunity to then not continue to be abused. But I have a different philosophy about how many times you should take the abuse, but that's personally me. I don't say you need to continue to respect them 20 times 7 or whatever the number is. Then you have good reason not to respect them. But I say initially, until you know otherwise, you can give every human being walking the planet respect. You can't just preach a teenager, idiot. I ain't respecting him. You say different culture, black or whatever, Chicano, I ain't respecting them. Wrong, you didn't say that, but I'm saying some people do. And I'm saying you can't come to it that way. You got to say, I respect everybody initially until I'm given reasons otherwise. Okay? Now, let me give you a second thing. When you walk, stay there. You didn't seem comfortable over there. You didn't want to talk to Linda. You didn't even look at her. You look at the people over there and talk to them and work that side of the room, glance over there, but work that side of the room. Stay there, then walk 5 steps over there, stay there until you're finished with it, and then come back to the center for your finale. Okay? When I say do an outline, folks, don't give me paragraphs like this that aren't an outline. I want Roman numerals, okay? I don't want paragraphs. This is wrong, okay? When I want the Roman numeral, like the prompt I gave you, 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember I gave you a prompt? Those should be on your page. Okay? Do you understand the difference? Yeah. Okay. So you said, I'm at UCLA, so what the heck, I'll try this experiment. And I appreciate your honesty that this was going to be very difficult for you. And I appreciate you telling us how hard this was going to be. And you told us about the fact that you engaged a custodian that worked 5 to 2. and you genuinely gave him respect, and you made a friend and learned something new about somebody that you, quote, normally wouldn't talk to or respect, and you did something very good. And you enlivened his life and your life. And that was better. And that's something you should learn to do with everyone, with more people. It will make you more approachable, and that's giving love to the love that everyone deserves on this planet, the respect they deserve, see? Yeah. Okay. Then you said, okay, the bad. I'm trying to use a rock, break a rock using an egg. And yes, I agree. Teenagers are a pain in the you-know-where. I have empathy for your problem. They're all over the place. They're mouthy. They talk back. They're nasty. All that, right? That's what you're getting.
I was trying to say, like, the group of teenagers
that
were working with me, just those groups, not in general.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying in general. I understand. But what? Take your hands out of your pockets, stay in the power stand. But what I'm saying is, while you're teaching, while you're instructing, while you're working with them, you're saying, I respect you. And when they're acting up and when they're not paying attention, you say, I respect you. Please put away your phone and listen to me. Please put away your phone when someone else is lecturing. That's very rude to be texting. Someone's listening. You're not going to be texting on the job. That's not a good word habit. You're going to get fired. You know, just be gentle with your teaching, but be respectful, right? I like the way you said, I learned something from this, and you tried to integrate this with fake propaganda, and we could talk about this more after class, because we're 4 minutes over the time ending, so I'd like to hear more about that. But what I tried to say to you to do was to say, so in summary, I told you the good, the bad, the ugly, if you'd have done that, and what I learned, and then tie back to somehow the ending. So like in the beginning, I thought respect had to be earned, but I learned also that I can give it, and maybe I learned to expand my definition of respect. Thank you. So that's my feedback for you. Thank you. Okay, our work is done for the day. You will get 2 emails from me today. And any questions? Oh, and you will get the final exam from me today. Yeah. It's take home, by the way, so don't freak out. Yeah. Maybe. Okay, I come to you, but thank you, honey. I appreciate it. Wrong phone.
I'm the lead again.
Wrong phone.
I'm going to talk about current events. I'm fine.
Oh, Linda, do you want the final, or did you get it already?
I don't know. Oops, sorry. I'm leaning on the
I'm going to have to watch myself.
Can I turn your camera off?
Yeah.
I'm going to watch myself, but I'm going to